Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. I have a special message for a special soul that will come across this today. So if you're here watching this, this is meant for you. My friend, today I'm sharing with you a painting that holds the name Rose That Grows Through the Concrete. And this message is for anyone who feels like that, because sometimes we feel like we are that rose that grows through the concrete. But as long as we understand the importance of our growth, we'll feel inspired to keep moving forward with the flow of changes, right? Sometimes we don't fully understand why all these challenges and setbacks are happening, but deep inside we just feel that this is for our greatest possible good. So, my friends, every single day I write a quick message that I post on my Instagram page, AttractPassion. You can go there and check it out, give me a follow, write me a message. Today's quick message goes like that. Don't be afraid of change, my friend. What may seem like a setback is actually a breakthrough in disguise. Life is pushing you towards growth. So whatever is happening to you, know that it is for your highest possible good. Soon everything will make sense and you will live the life you intend. Keep the faith and trust that everything will work out even better than you can currently imagine. So if this resonates with you, my friend, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel because it helps algorithms to push this video to more people. Thank you so much for that. And let's go further. So how often you feel like that? How often you feel that there's something wrong with you when things are falling apart, when things are not going your way? You may think that there's something wrong with you, but the truth is that life is actually training you to become more pure, to become more grounded, to become more peaceful at the times of big challenges, right? To learn to regulate yourself, to learn to tap into your creative capacities that can help you to find greatest possible solutions. And sometimes you may find relationships as big challenges because people don't understand you. But what you need to know is that despite how open, peaceful, and loving you attempt to be, people can only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves, right? So most of the time that you think that the problem is in you, it is not actually the problem in you. It's just how people choose to perceive you based on their own understanding of life. So don't be so hard on yourself. Rather focus on the vision that you have for life. Because it's just a fact that sometimes we have to risk it all for a vision no one can see but us, right? Sometimes we just need to risk it all for a vision that no one can see but us. And the truth is that when we start working on whatever vision that we have, whatever project that we are intending to create, we'll come across challenges, we'll come across roadblocks, we'll come across financial challenges. And whatever will happen, we need to understand that path as a training ground, right? When we're facing with financial challenges, we need to start questioning our beliefs about possibilities. Like a virtue of many ancient Greek philosophers was have love for faith. What does it mean? It means that you believe into something that is not real yet, but you know it will soon become possible. And we need to train ourselves to have faith, to trust into a certain path. Because if you're walking the path that is unpaved, it means that you are making a road for somebody else in the future. Which means that you're working on something so big that is beyond your present comprehension. Like even you can't currently understand how big is the thing you're working on. But if you know that what you're doing will also help others, you know that you're on the right path. If you know that what you're doing is also good for others, you know that you're doing the right thing, right? But you need to understand also that most of that inner critic, it's not your voice. It comes from your wounds of the past. It comes from your hurts. It comes from what you've heard when you've been really little, listening, people around you, people you've been respecting, honoring, looking up for. And maybe those people were saying words that right now are kind of blocking you, stopping you, pulling you back. You need to understand that your wound is probably not your fault, but your healing is your responsibility. And as long as you are healing yourself, forgiving your past, you're growing through the concrete. And concrete may be in your life as a certain challenge. It may be like a certain mental limitation. Sometimes it may be a belief, right? We may not believe into possibility. Sometimes we feel like, I don't believe it's possible. But still, deep inside, something is kind of pushing us, inspiring us. Just try it out. Just try it out one more time. Just push through that belief, right? Sometimes we feel like, I just need to push through this. And you're pushing and pushing and pushing. And at some point, you break through and you experience whatever you are intending to experience, right? So it may give you a realization that it doesn't matter where you came from. All that matters is where you're going, right? It's about the future. It's about the idea, okay, this is where I'm going. This is what I want to create. This is what's possible for me. And you use your past for learning the lessons, for building the strength. Look through what you've been already and see what you've learned. So you stop repeating the past mistakes, right? And you use the lessons to build a greater foundation on which you will experience the life you are intending to live. So don't be afraid of change. Change is the only constant, you know that. What may seem like a setback is actually a breakthrough in disguise, and you know that. But still, this message is for anyone who's dealing with certain setbacks right now. Because we all come to that point in our lives where we feel, okay, nothing is working. Do you feel like that? Like nothing is working. And all you need at that time is rest, right? All you need is to recharge yourself and sometimes to get a new perspective, to move to some new places. Like what works for me the most when I feel like nothing is moving forward. It just means that life is reminding me to slow down and to actually move myself a little bit, like move out of my way, right? How often you do that you move out of your way? What does it mean? It means that you're trying something so hard that you've started blocking your own self. And all you need to do is to just let go of everything and do some new things. Go to some new places, visit some new places, go to travel a little bit. Meet some new strangers, hear some new stories of people you've never met, read some new books, go into library and read a random book. See what book will find you and read it and see how you feel. Because sometimes when nothing moves, when it feels like we are completely stuck, it's a reminder from life, hey, you've done everything and now it's time for you to rest, to rejuvenate, and to find a new way. And you can't force finding a new way. It's about clarity, and clarity is like water. You know, when you have a dirty water, all that water needs is rest. It just needs some time. You know, if you have a dirty water, you put it into a glass, you put that glass onto a table, give it some time, and the water will purify itself. That dirt will fall onto the ground and the water will become clear. And that's how your mind works. If you're constantly pushing and walking forward and doing things, you have that poison, dirty mind. You can't see things clearly. And that's why you need to rest and you need to rejuvenate and you need to go to some new places and observe the nature and smell the roses, right? That will purify your mind, and suddenly you will see things more clearly. And when you see things more clearly, you know what to do, right? You know what to do, and when you know what to do, make a plan out of that clarity. Make a plan. Okay, this is how I will dedicate my life in this chapter. And know what to do. Write some to-do list. Write a to-do list. Every single day, I will do at least these 3 things for my dream, for my future vision, for my goals. And when I will feel exhausted, I will not allow myself to completely drain out. I will not allow myself to completely drain out. I will actually recharge myself before it's too late. Like your phone. When your phone runs out of battery, it dies. That's what happens to you. When you run out of battery, you have nothing to give anymore. Your cup of life is empty. You have nothing to share. And so many people live their lives like that. They have nothing to give because they are completely empty, completely drained out. And then they think there's something wrong with them. Never think that there's something wrong with you, my friend. Maybe you just need to recharge your battery. When was the last time you actually did something for yourself? Something for your soul. Like, what feeds your soul? What feeds your soul? Is that a good music, a good book, a good conversation, a beautiful nature, certain hobby that you forgot about, a certain self-care that reminds you of the value of your soul? Right? How often you're actually reminded of the value of your soul? Because when you're dancing, when there's a song that truly inspires you, what's happening? You're not there anymore. You become your soul, right? You become charged with life. That's where you recognize the value of your soul. It's bigger than what you can understand mentally. It's all energy. It's what you feel. It's that highly charged energy. That's your soul value. That's how worthy you feel at that time. So much that you do nothing else but dance. You move with the moment. And that's how you should look at yourself. You should understand your worth. When you are in that state, dancing, right, moving with inner fire, you don't care what people say. You actually don't see them, right? You don't see them. You just feel life. And that's how we should live. But we are not often in that state. And I think it's great that we are not always in that state. So we can also see problems. Because I think we are here to also solve problems. That's why we have creative capacities. And that's why it's so important to understand that life is like an ocean. We have those ups and downs, and all those rhythms are reminding us that as much as we have bad days, we'll have good days as well. And when we are in the phase of bad days, it's just a preparation for the good days. So when we have good days, we need to remind ourselves to appreciate them, to be grateful for them, because there will come a chapter in our lives when things will be harder again. It's not about judging good and bad, but understanding that that's how nature works. Those are rhythms of nature. In any chapter, we can find something good in it. We can find something that can inspire us. I have sometimes cycles in my life when I'm not so creative. and I use the cycles to organize my life, to build greater structure, because for creative people, structure is not so good. They don't like to be so organized. They like to be free and spontaneous, right? And when I have those cycles, when I am completely, fully creative, in those cycles, I am more spontaneous. I don't have a great order in my life. I just do things intuitively, completely spontaneously, and I feel really good about that. But then there are days when we are less inspired, and those are the days where we need to build a higher order. And once we understand that that's all a part of life, we start to look at each phase of our life like, okay, what I need to focus on right now for the highest good of my evolution. And when we focus on that, we ask ourselves, will this help people who get in touch with me? Will people get a spark of maybe higher enthusiasm or higher clarity, or maybe a certain sense of love or kindness when they get in touch with me if I do that? You know you're on the right path if that's true. If you know that what you're doing may help somebody else as well, you know you're on the right track. So keep the faith and trust that everything will work out even better than you can currently imagine. And listen to your body. Listen to your own needs, to your needs of your body, to your needs of your soul. What's the difference? Your body will tell you what it needs on emotional level. Sometimes when we're exhausted, all the body needs is a good rest, and maybe take care of your sleeping cycles. Make sure that you make some improvements there, or that you truly take care of how well you sleep and how often you make breaks in your day. Some power naps, some in-between meditations, right? To calm yourself down. Make sure that you take your body for a walk into nature, that you're working out, exercising, stretching the tension out of your muscles, breathing correctly, right? But then your soul desires creative expression. Your soul is a creative being living within you. Actually, you are it. And it desires a creative expression. It desires playfulness, curiosity, childlike joy, right? Awe for life. That's what it desires, to experience more of it. And if you're putting it aside, you're suppressing your soul, you're suppressing a part of yourself. And it is just a reminder to also take care of this part of your life. Do something hard, but also do something playfully, right? Do something for your for structuring your life, but also do something out of an adventure, right? Do something to organize your mind, but also do something to open your heart. And be mindful about it. Be intentional. And sometimes all you need is time and rest, so the clarity can take place. My friends, this is it for you today. I hope you found something valuable. Let me know in the comment section how this video inspired you. I love to read all your comments. I'm actually so grateful how this community is growing in such a loving way, because every time I read comments, there's so much love, so much kindness, and like all of you guys helping one another when somebody is dealing with a certain challenge and expressing it in a comment section. Then there's so much of love and support for that person. That's what community is all about. And to me, it's something that I truly appreciate. So thank you so much for that. My friends, I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. If it inspired you and you would like to get a piece of it, go and check out our Etsy shop, I Draw My Passion. You can find the link in the description of this video, where we are selling prints of my art, stickers of my art, inspiring paintings, some of original paintings. Go there and check it out. My friends, thank you so much for your support. With that, you're supporting this mission. I truly appreciate you for that. And I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Till next time, stay beautiful, stay magnificent, stay creative, and keep finding the middle point. because that's where the magic is happening. One love.